Hey, what's going on, guys? Epic Film Critics here, and today we're going to be starting a new series called Versus, which we're basically going to be comparing two movies and also essentially creating a list for the top 100 movies of all time. So we're going to be starting off. By the way, this is going on flickchart.com if you guys want to check it out for yourselves. Also, if you want to see the rankings that we've already created, you can go to flickchart.com/EpicFilmCritics if you guys want to see the list that we've made. So we're going to be starting off basically comparing two movies. To start it off, we got The Matrix Reloaded versus Bridesmaids.
I think Bridesmaids is better, just because
I don't know, like,
it's a really good movie, hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm a Matrix fan personally, but I mean, like, the Matrix Reloaded isn't exactly, I don't think, a fitting sequel for the series. I mean, the first one was amazing, but I mean, if you look at I mean, like, it's just so, like, I think it's stupid how, like, in the first one, like, I know he's the one and everything, but, like, he's fighting off in Matrix Reloaded, he's fighting off, like, 1,000 agents just coming at him, like, crazy, and he's fighting them all off like they're nothing, and then in the first one, he can barely fight 3, even when he's the one. Like, it's kind of stupid, I mean, if you think, but, I mean, it's still a decent movie, but I don't think it's, I mean, Bridesmaids is a funny-ass movie. I mean, I think it's, a lot of people compare Bridesmaids to The Hangover, and I think it definitely fits up with that. So it definitely deserves that. For movies that we haven't seen, we're going to put on a list of movies that we haven't seen, and then we will eventually watch them and review them. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Alright, The Patriot versus The Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars. I mean, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and Empire Strikes Back is probably... It's not my favorite one. I mean, like, what do you think?
I'm more of a Patriot fan, just because it's Mel Gibson, and Mel Gibson is my favorite actor.
Yeah?
Yeah, like, he's good in everything he does. He's never done a movie that I don't really like. But Star Wars, I think it's really good too, but I'm going to go with Patriot.
Yeah, I mean, like, my favorite Star Wars personally is Return of the Jedi. That's just me, but Empire Strikes Back is fine. I mean, it's definitely good. I mean, that was the first one, right? No. A New Hope is the first one, right?
Yeah.
A New Hope, and then Empire Strikes Back, which is a great movie. I mean, the whole confrontation with like Darth Vader and everything. I mean, that's like a classic like movie right there. But yeah, The Patriot is, I mean, that's like Mel Gibson's finest right there. I mean, he's an incredible actor, very talented, pretty good. I mean, that's really, in my opinion, like the only movie that actually like presents the Civil War. I mean, like the American Civil War well. It's really cool. I mean, and Heath Ledger, of course, an amazing actor, and he was great in it as well. So we're gonna go with that.
Seen either.
You've seen that, right?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh. All right. Ferris Bueller's Day Off versus The Godfather. Okay, if it was anything else but The Godfather, I would go with Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Because that's like a classic. Like they teach you how to like pretend to be sick. I mean, it's awesome, and of course, it's just a classic. Matthew Broderick's like best like film probably, but The Godfather has a special place in my heart that like nothing will ever beat it probably. So we have to go with The Godfather. There's no comparison for me personally.
Godfather's the best movie for the mafia.
Yeah, that's the best like mob movie. I mean, once you...
Well, no, I've seen The Breakfast Club.
I'm sorry for the wait. We're just trying to get a movie that we've seen.
They have like every movie on here, so...
Yeah, they have every single movie that has like ever been made in history. So like you can get like 20s movies on here. Like, it's ridiculous. All right, X-Men: The Last Stand versus The Breakfast Club. What do you think? I mean, I'll just like hear what do you have to say? Like, I don't know.
It's a hard choice, but I gotta say The Breakfast Club, just because of I forget his name now, but what's the guy's name?
In the movie, or like the actual like actor's name?
In the movie,
like Judd Nelson. He's talking
Judd
about.
Nelson, yeah. Him.
Judd Nelson. He's talking about, and he plays like the whole like bad boy, badass of the whole movie.
Yeah. Switchblade, everything that
yeah,
anyone
I mean,
wants.
he's like Emilio Estevez is like like competitor in the entire movie.
Yeah.
They're just like assholes to each other. Yeah, I mean, like The Last Stand was the last X-Men, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, besides for like the prequel.
Yeah. That's. I mean, yeah. The Last Stand. I hated it. Like I didn't like The Last Stand. Like I found the whole thing with like the Phoenix just to be like really stupid. Like how they just brought her back like to be like a bad guy, but then how they were like trying to like bring her back to like the good side and everything. It's like you can't just like I just think that like an angle like that is just really unnecessary. Like, I don't know. My favorite X-Men is probably the second one.
Yeah.
Seen that, right? Oh my god, really? You haven't seen Casino Royale?
Really?
That's the Jim
Yeah,
Carrey.
seen
Yeah. Batman Forever versus Ghostbusters. I have to go with Ghostbusters. I mean,
Same.
Batman Forever's okay. But I just didn't really think that like any of the characters in it were really like convincing at the roles they were playing. I mean, Jim Carrey's like hilarious, but like as like a serious villain, like you can't really take him seriously.
Yeah.
And Val Kilmer, I mean, he's a really awesome actor, but as Batman, like,
No.
yeah, no. And of course, like Ghostbusters is a classic. Like,
Yeah.
Bill Murray's one of like the funniest actors of all time. Like, you can't really deny that, like at all, really. All right. Goodfellas versus No Country for Old Men. Both classics. Oh, I mean, they're both amazing movies. Goodfellas, another like mob classic. I mean, like I could put that in the category with The Godfather. I mean, really, but what do you think?
I gotta go with Goodfellas. It's like one of the best mob movies I've ever seen. It's got Robert De Niro and Tommy. I'm not sure of his name in real life.
Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci. Yeah.
I mean that combination, Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci. Of course, they play together in Casino as well, and then I mean, they're a great mix, and yeah, Goodfellas for me as well. If you guys have not seen Goodfellas, go watch it. And like same with The Godfather, it's incredible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alien versus The Mask. The original Alien that we're talking about, 1979, and The Mask.
That's the one with
Jim Carrey. Yeah, Jim Carrey. And if we don't know like the movie, like all they're showing is the
main like cover.
like the cover of the movie, so we don't know like what movie it is sometimes. Alien. I have to go with Alien. I mean,
Yeah.
that's like my favorite Sigourney Weaver film, and I mean, The Mask is pretty funny, but I mean, it's not like it's like Jim Carrey's finest.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, like it like kind of, I don't know, I don't know how to explain it. Like it's funny, but Braveheart versus Kung Fu Panda.
Braveheart.
Yeah, Braveheart
There's
without
no challenge there.
without competition. I mean, Jack Black's funny in Kung Fu Panda, but Braveheart is Braveheart. That like defines medieval like warfare in films. The Mask is showing up again. The Mask versus The Shawshank Redemption. The Shawshank Redemption is one of my like favorite movies of all time. So you can't no way.
My favorite Morgan Freeman movie.
Favorite Morgan Freeman movie. Favorite Tim Robbins movie. Yeah, there's really no competition for me. No Country for Old Men again against Spider-Man 3. I hated Spider-Man 3. I like the first Spider-Man and we're talking about the ones with Tobey Maguire. And I personally think he's a better Spider-Man. I hear like all these people talking about the new one, like the Amazing Spider-Man with this random guy that I've never even heard of, and he's not even like that good of an actor. I mean, Tobey Maguire's even like nowadays. I mean, like after Spider-Man, he's completely like unknown. No one knows who he is, but he's still like. But then,
He's still an amazing actor.
He's a good actor, but I mean, he's not really in anything. I mean, like No Country for Old Men once again is a classic, so you can't really like change that at all. Wow, The Mask is showing up a lot. Why? The Mask versus Total Recall. Total Recall.
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's. I mean, that was in his like action peak when he was, like right after the Terminator, and that was just his peak. Let's see the second one. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom versus Tropic Thunder. As big of a fan as I am as Indiana Jones, Tropic Thunder is like hilarious. It's really funny. My favorite Robert Downey Jr. movie is, I know a lot of people love Iron Man, but I love Tropic Thunder. It's so funny. Jack Black, the comedic combination there is amazing. Like, you got Robert Downey Jr., who's been in like comedies before, and he's already pretty funny anyway. Jack Black, Ben Stiller, just hilarious people. I mean, yeah, you agree?
Oh yeah.
Tropic Thunder. Yeah. I mean, as amazing as Indiana Jones is, like, Tropic Thunder is awesome. This is gonna be our last one, by the way. All right. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the original, the actual good one, versus Scarface. Scarface is my favorite. I mean, my favorite Al Pacino movie. I mean, not like movie in general, but his like acting performance. I mean, like The Godfather is, of course, my favorite movie in general with him, but like acting performance. I mean, like, I love Scarface. Scarface is a classic. I mean, you can't like beat it as far as like suspense goes, really. So we're gonna have to go with Scarface for sure. I mean, my childhood is in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. It's a classic, but you can't really beat that. All right, guys. So we're gonna wrap this one up. Hope you guys enjoyed our first episode of this series. If you guys want to keep seeing it and want us to keep doing it, we will for sure. Keep uploading more. And this has been Epic Film Critics, and thanks for watching, guys.
Have a good day.